If you've ever been on a farm, you've probably heard of halters. Halters for donkeys, halters for horses, sometimes cows. But there's not much talk about halters for goats and why you might need them. And if you have goats or are thinking about getting them, watch this video because you might be surprised on how helpful these are. Now, if you don't know what halters are or what they're for, we're gonna talk about that today. So this is how they go on. I actually made this out of, I can't think of what this rope is called, but you can find it at like Menards or Rural King or something like that. But I just made a lead rope with a carabiner at the end, tied that around, kind of melted it so it would seal, put a little piece right here, and then I put a clip at the end. So this goes behind their ears, and if they have horns, goes behind their horns. This goes around their nose. Take this part, put it around their nose, and then clip it behind. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it just kind of goes on like that. And you do need to train them to wear it. So I recently just tried training him with it, and he actually does really good. Next I'll try leading him, but it's gonna take some training. Now, things you would need a halter for your goat for is doing maintenance on them. We all have to do maintenance on our goats to make sure they are healthy and happy. Like checking their gums and eyes for parasites, trimming their hooves, and also brushing them if you do need to do that. I don't think you would need to, but if you have a long-haired goat like Philip over here, you might need to do that. It also helps to keep them clean. And do you need it? My answer to that is maybe you do, maybe you don't. Okay, it really just depends on your goat. If your goat is super chill, will stay perfectly for you to trim their hooves, brush them if you need to, and do all of those things. They're completely chill, they stay right there, then you don't really need it. But if you have a goat that is a little bit troublesome when you do maintenance on them, if they don't like standing still, or it's just hard to wrangle them and they move a lot when you're trying to trim their nails, not their nails, their hooves, then you might want to look into getting or making them one. You also want to make sure that they fit them, because if it does not fit them and they're uncomfortable in it, then they're not going to wear it. That's just how it is. They're not going to wear it. They're not going to like it. There are other things you need to factor in, like if you have a show goat and you need to train them to wear it so you can easily take them places, that would also be really good to have a halter for them. But if you just have regular pet livestock goats, you don't really need it. If you're trimming their hooves every 2 or 3 months and you can get through it and you don't really find a reason you need a halter, then there's really no point in doing the whole training process. The next topic is training them to wear it. This is probably the hardest part. But again, like I said, it really just depends on how your goat is. Like if you have a super chill goat, this will probably go a lot smoother. But if you have a goat more of like Philip, he's over there, you can't see him, but he kind of wants nothing to do with you. And Philip, he's a little bit more chill, kind of like a puppy. And it was a lot easier to train him to wear the halter. But how I like to start training them is once you've got your halter, as soon as you get it, as soon as you make it, as soon as you buy it, whatever, you want to just take it with you, like everywhere. Like just have it with you, have it around your neck, have it attached to you. Just hold it while you're giving them their grain, or you're like doing all of their care. Just have it with you so they can see it, sniff it, and just do everything they love with it. So hold it while you're giving them treats. That way they know it's a good thing. It's not going to hurt them. Toby is in the paddock. What are you doing? So now that they're used to it, you've taken it with you and they know what it is. They're not scared of it or anything. You're going to open it up kind of like this. And all you're going to do is just slip it on their nose. On, 1, 2, 3 seconds, take it off. Give them treats, give them their grain. Then you're going to do that at least 6 times. Just go on, off. You want to take it off as soon as they kind of buck or are not comfortable with it. And if they are not comfortable with it, if you notice they're acting uncomfortable and stuff like that, just kind of step back, take it away. Or if your goat is a little bit more cuddly, go to them, cuddle them, give them treats, pet them. Once they are completely comfortable with that, you can go ahead and slip it on their nose and give them a treat, make sure they're comfortable, do everything they love with this. And then you're going to just clip it around their ears or around, you want to make sure that it's behind your goat's ears. And if you have a goat that has horns, make sure it's behind their horns as well. Otherwise it'll just slip off. Then you have it on. They're probably going to be shaking their head around, bucking, stuff like that. Put it on for like a couple seconds, just until you see them getting really uncomfortable and pulling. You want to immediately take it off and then give them a treat. After that, just kind of leave it there. If you notice your goat is coming back up to it, you can kind of try and slip it on again and just repeat that. That worked super good on our goats back here, so it did work for our goats. But you just have to factor in their temper and how they are. The next thing, once you are able to get it on pretty easy, if yours has a lead rope like this, if they have it on, use your lead rope to put it around their neck, not tying it, but just, hi buddy, just putting it over their neck or back and then clipping it next to their cheek so it's out of their way. And then let them walk in the paddock. Never leave it on in the paddock while they're unattended. They can easily get this caught on fencing. We have a lot of little trees in their paddock, so that could easily get caught on something if they are unattended. So even once they're trained, never leave it on while they're unattended. But while you're out here and it's out of their way, the lead rope isn't on the ground, don't leave it on the ground, because they can step on this and then pull on it, and then that could stress them out. But then just let them walk around in the paddock with it on, making sure you're watching them with it. I like to do this for about 5 minutes. Don't start letting them walk around in it by themselves in the paddock. You have to make sure they are comfortable with it on first. They're not bucking their heads or anything anymore. So that's when you can start putting it on them and watching them and how they act while they're in the paddock. And then I like to take it in with me every day when I give them their grain. I will set down their feed pails, and once they've taken a couple bites, I'll lift up their chin, slip this over, push back down their chin so they can keep eating, and then put it around their ears and then Philip's horns. So it's on them. Make sure to put this over their neck and clip it next to their cheek so it's out of the way. If yours has a attached lead rope. Then once that is on and they're eating in it, that helps them realize, oh, this is comfortable, I can eat in it, I can walk around in it, I can get a drink in it. So they realize that it's not gonna hurt them. They can still do everything they like to do with it on. Once they've mastered that, you can start taking your lead rope, and then when it is on, I like to do 1, 2, 3 light pulls to try and get them to take steps. I'll just do that a couple times. 1, 2, 3 pulls, go back to them, give them a small treat, step back out, 1, 2, 3 light pulls. And if that is not working, I also like to do 1 big pull, and then usually they will take, like, even just 1 step is good. Congratulate them, treat them for that. It's all a part of their training. It takes a lot of time. Another thing is when they're having it on, scratch them. Christoph here, he loves scratches. Philip loves scratches. Pet them if they have a certain spot on their neck, or they love getting scratched on the cheeks. Scratch them and pet them while they have it on, because just make everything you do with this on positive, okay? So if you're having to chase your goat around the paddock to try and get their halter on, that is not going to work out at all. They're going to remember you holding this and stressing them out, and they're gonna be scared of it. They're gonna remember this, and they're gonna see it as a bad thing. So if you are really hoping to get them halter trained, never do anything that's gonna stress them out with this. Even if you're holding it, like, talk sweetly to them. Like, they can be sometimes a little bit annoying, but just always make everything you do with this positive. Then once they're completely comfortable with it on, nothing has really changed, you can put a carabiner at the end of this, or just a clip, and then you can clip it to the fencing or wherever you do their maintenance of trimming, stuff like that. Then just teach them to, like, kind of stay there, like just sitting down with them while they're clipped to the fence. And then if they try to walk away, just give them a warning that they can't walk away right now. They are, don't climb on the fence, but redirect them to stay put, and then start picking up their hooves, using a nice soft brush to brush them. That way they know, okay, I'm gonna stay here while they finish up. And then you can take this off. Another tip with leading, like I said, if you put it around their neck, clip it there so the lead rope is out of the way, or just detach the lead rope and just have the halter on them. Our goats love to follow us around. I don't know about your goats. Like I said, it's all about how your goats are. Every goat is different. If your goats do like to follow, just walk around with this on. Don't be pulling on them with the lead rope if they're not getting it when you're pulling on it. You can just walk around with some feed in your hand, so they're more tempted to follow you, but stay near them, so when you do pick up the lead rope, they know they have to stay close to you to walk. I want to say one more thing though. Never ever force your goat to wear it or walk in it. Never force them to, because that can actually break the bond between you and your goat. They will remember bad things that have happened to them, or things that have stressed them out. So you never want to force your goat to wear it. If it's not working out, I don't know, like, deal with it, okay? But just never force them to wear it. If you desperately need them to wear a halter or you desperately need them to follow you, I have seen people use dog collars around their neck. I don't know if I would do that, just because their necks are pretty delicate and you could be pulling on their neck, which could damage them, choke them, stuff like that. Another good alternative is harnesses, dog harnesses. I love using harnesses for dogs too. I try leaning toward harnesses just because of their necks, that could damage their necks, especially with little dogs. But using harnesses and just a leash could also really be a good alternative, because it's providing support. It's a lot more comfortable than like a collar would be. You also do have to train them to wear a harness. A lot of the time it's a lot easier to train them to wear a harness than a halter would be. That is probably a little bit easier to train them to do, but I have personally never done that because I've already trained them to wear halters now. Yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more goat care videos, I would love to make more. So give this video a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. Oh. No, don't do that. No.